We will not copyright or trademark that. We do not have the rights to this at all. Please do not sue us. Thank you.
Welcome to These Unprecedented Gays, featuring Joe Granelli and Paul Smith. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, and review wherever you stream your podcasts. Check us out on Instagram at TUGaysPod and email us at tugayspod@yahoo.com. We hope you enjoy.
Oh my God.
Sip that water, girl. Sip that water. But what is he swinging?
I know. Right? It's like when you watch behind the scenes on TV shows, and there's that one guy who's like swirling his finger around. He throws it. What they call it, throwing to the actors to start.
I've never seen that.
Oh yeah, that's what they do.
I thought they do the snap thing, like the whatever.
Like in movies,
yeah.
But like in TV shows, when they come back from commercial break, they swirl their finger up and then they throw it to let you know, oh, we're back.
They should do it at like a foam finger. Like, now's the time. Girl, look at that.
Scared me.
Your nipples are hard.
I know.
Take two.
On that note, I'm Paul.
And I'm Joe.
And we're These Unprecedented Gays. Oh my God, it's been a while since we've been together.
It's been a minute.
It's been a hot minute.
However many minutes it's been since the last time we saw each other.
We've done a lot of like traveling, so we couldn't.
You have.
Record. Well, like we all have.
No, you guys have been like all over the world in America.
Andy went to Baltimore for like a couple of days, and then he came back on a Friday night at like. He didn't get into the house until like 12:30 at night, and then I had to be up at like 4:30 for my flight the next morning going out to Orlando, and then I came back. But while I was gone, he went
left
to Vegas. Show.
And I think we were gone in between some of those.
Right, and you went to New York.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm about to go to D.C.
Girl, you know what? You are just a jet setter.
I know.
I mean, do you have your carry-on only perfected routine?
You know what? Oh, my God. I have
a go bag.
Oh, it's a go bag.
A go bag is, like,
fun.
ready to go. Like,
Okay.
It's full of stuff, and you can leave it at a moment's notice.
What's in the go bag?
Everything you need. Like, so Anderson Cooper talks about his go bag, and it's like, you know, you could be called on a news assignment anywhere, and you just have to have, like, you're already packed.
Like a toothbrush, extra underwear, t-shirts.
I do not have a go bag.
I don't either. But I was very happy with myself because I went and I was going for a week. I packed my bag and everything fit into my like rolling bag so I could use it to carry on.
Okay.
And I was so happy because that's never happened. But then when I was leaving, there's so much swag from the conference. I was like, okay, I need another bag.
You didn't put it in your personal item backpack?
No.
Okay.
It wouldn't fit.
Oh.
Because there was a lot of extra stuff.
Unfortunately, the conference gave you a bag.
And the conference gave me a bag. So
so now you have a swag go bag.
Yes. And it's cute because it's like going to be perfect for my cruise.
Oh.
Can we go on our cruise later?
There you go. Is it like a... not taupe. What is a like...
It's like a tote, yeah.
What is what's the fabric called? Tote. There we go. I thought I said taupe. A taupe bag. I think taupe's a color.
Yeah, taupe is a color.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Isn't that what you're wearing? Taupe.
I am wearing
Or is it
taupe.
camel?
Well...
It's ecru.
Oh, God bless you.
So
yeah, you've been all over.
I know.
So you guys left first, right?
Andy left first.
Yeah, so you went to Baltimore, and then you went to
Orlando,
Florida, and I think because we went somewhere in between.
Partway in Baltimore, you went to New York.
Yes. It's been
How was New York?
It was fun. I didn't sleep because that's what happens in New York. It was also freezing.
Well, it's a city that never sleeps.
I heard you did something very late into the night.
Oh, every night was fucking late into the night.
What did you do late into the night?
So I told Nick, I was like, I know, because he was like, before, he's like, I'm worried that you're going to want to go to bed early. I was like, bitch, it's vacation, and I can party and rally. And I'm like, don't you worry about me. So, like, we get in on Thursday, and we see Phantom, which, fantastic. Like, I think seeing it on Broadway was much more, like, intimate because the theaters are, like, this thin.
Yeah.
And, like, it was just a different vibe. And then the next day, I think we walked around, Central Park?
Wait, one step back with Phantom. Like the audience is this audience right now because it's closing. That the people that really want to be there, that people are cheering in places.
Oh, it was
that
fantastic. I cried.
Did everybody sing their masquerade?
No, thank God nobody was.
I
singing.
thought of you. I was lip syncing the entire show because Nick he told me I can't sing.
Yeah, I did.
So I lip synced the House Down Boots, Mama.
I'm that person on Broadway shows. Yes. Like,
Are you really? Okay.
But
Don't
then
sit next to me.
but then he's that person. But then he'll also be the person that talks during the show.
I don't talk.
She talks.
I leaned over to be like, the person in front of us has really bad BO.
I don't have an answer.
And Siri's like, bitch, I know.
And I'm like, don't you look at me. We're quiet. We're respecting the arts right now.
I also say though that seeing it on the stage, I understand why Phantom has so much lasting power. Like it's a timeless, really great.
She's got stamina.
Show, and I'm glad that we got to see it before it closed.
Yeah, it was my only critique was when Christine Daae sang "Think of Me." She did not do glottal stops, so that was not. There were some artistic choices.
Oh, okay.
We'll put it that way. But the Phantom was fantastic, like hands down great. But so then was that the night we went to the Russian bar?
Mm-mm.
Oh, so then the next day we went and like walked all around. We did like 40 miles of walking New York City. It was a ton of walking. But Friday we went to like Central Park, walked around, and then went to, I don't know the bar. Industry, watched Drag Race. And then after that we ended up going to this like rooftop thingy, lounge.
Place, yeah.
And I'm going to tell you that I loved it because the DJ played like 5 seconds of each song and then moved on to the next song.
Oh, good.
It was like constant edging, and it was like, I love this. Oh my God. It was like, it was fantastic. So we were up at this rooftop bar, and then Nick can tell you the story about the wine cost, but I was like having a fun time, and I was like, this music is great, and apparently like the bouncers were flirty, and I was like, I just want to like get upstairs because it's like 12 degrees outside. So then they get this like fancy bottle of wine or whatever, so now Nick can tell you the wine story.
I'll make it quick. So there was a $150 minimum to be up, and we're like, okay, between the there's 4 of us. There's 4 of us total.
I don't drink.
3 of us will drink. We're like, okay,
so
$50 a person. Okay, sure, we can make that happen.
It's 1 drink each.
Yeah.
I will say I ordered roasted nuts and olives. I did $20.
So on Friday that night, at 8:07 Pacific time, which would have been 11:07, early in your evening, I get a text from Nick with the bottle of wine saying, "This is a delicious bottle of wine."
You texted Andy?
I did. I was like, because I wanted to remember it, and I wanted somebody to remember it with me, so I could like appreciate it. So we go and we're told that we have this bottle of wine. It's nice. We're told by the staff that, hey, the party down below that we were waiting for to go and see this restaurant space, they're going to close it out, so that we weren't going to.
It was like a private party.
Yeah. Okay. So my cousin's like, well, let's just order another bottle of rosé. This will be great, and then we can go after that. So we finish up. We get the bill. We open it up, and it's over. It's each bottle of wine was $200.
$250.
You look up that bottle of wine, and it's a $20 bottle of wine.
I looked it up later, and it was $20. And
The markup.
And like my cousin, she was just like, well, she felt guilty about not asking, so she's just like, and we worked it out. But I was like, Katie, you should at least call them and be like, was this a mistake to charge us this much for 2 bottles of rosé?
Right.
I feel like I had a psychic vision too, because I was like, this is not going to end well.
That's over $500
on 2 bottles of
the olives and nuts.
Oh yeah.
They really put us over.
It was and then
for that price, somebody better come out and tickle my nuts.
I mean, it was. Listen, I enjoyed the ambiance, and the music.
We didn't let it ruin the evening. It was just like a blip in the. It was just like, okay, of course this happened. We worked it out, and then we went to this fun Russian bar.
We went to a Russian bar, and I loved it because you walk in and they played Rasputin.
Oh, from Majestic,
Rasputin. And then they had this live singer who was phenomenal, singing Russian pop love songs, and I was like, this is great.
But do we want to support Russia right now?
You know,
we're gonna say that these are all
in this climate.
we think. I think they were.
refugees
They must have
from-
been. I'm gonna believe that they were Ukrainian. The people from Ukraine refugees.
Okay.
From the archipelago.
Oh my god. So, but yeah, there were a lot of late nights. So then we would get in, like we would leave in the morning at like 10 and not get back until like 2 a.m. the next day.
Okay.
And like, as you know, I don't do that.
Right.
But I was like, we're on vacation, it's fine. Yeah, power through. We got by on bagels. I don't like bagels. I think New York bagels are just excessively chewy. There's like a chew to it.
That's the whole point.
I know.
We
sat down.
By the end of your bagel, your jaws should hurt.
Yeah.
So we had breakfast, and Nick was laughing at me because we went to this, like, I don't know what it was called, but there was a huge line, and I was like, I'll just have like a bagel or whatever, and it took 40 minutes for me to finish the bagel just because it's like so much chewing.
But that's how great it is. Like, you Californians and your crunchy ass bagels.
Yeah.
Like, you need.
I don't even
when
choose
it's
California
toasted,
bagels.
It should have a chew to it.
Oh, there was
It's
chew.
like a girthy blowjob.
Right.
Your jaw should hurt.
Your jaw should hurt afterwards.
Yeah. So after the second day of bagels, I did not partake in more bagels for breakfast. No.
They were so good.
No.
So delicious.
But so yeah, a lot
The
of
water.
it is.
It's the
That's what makes a pizza dough good, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
water.
Yeah.
They have the aqueducts or like the aquifers under the city. I don't know.
Who knows?
So long nights, and then we saw Anne Juliet the next day,
I know, I'm so jealous.
and Nick did not like it.
What?
Well, so this is how I knew he didn't like it, because he was talking during the show, because he quote unquote appreciates the art. And I was like, don't talk to me. Don't get on your Apple Watch and text people. We are in the
I did
theater.
not do that.
You did both of those things.
It's like, why didn't you like Anne Juliet?
I don't want to take too much of today to talk about that, but I just felt like it felt like it was a show that was still being workshopped, and I just had a huge expectation. And I think the other thing too was we did pay a lot of money for it, and so I was expecting a higher caliber of something. And I also, it was like opportunity cost, because there was 3 or 4 other shows I really would have liked to have seen. And so to feel a little let down, disappointed, to be like, well, I could have seen this or that or that. So,
Yeah.
I loved it.
And I mean, it is a jukebox.
It
musical.
was so
and
good.
I don't. There's a couple of jukebox musicals that I really love. This one, just the way that I don't know.
I don't know if it's utilizing the songs in the right way for the mood of the.
It shoehorned the story in.
But
Right.
Yeah.
but they do. And Anne, the girl that plays Shakespeare's wife, was phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so they were standout actors that were so great. But it's just overall, I was like, okay.
I think too, he went in with high expectations. I went in with no clue or any expectations. So I think since I didn't have any
Backstory.
understanding, I was like, this is really fun.
It was fun to know all the music. Like, you
Right.
can sing along. It's hard not to, really, because we
Yeah.
all know the music.
And they did some really interesting versions of it. Like,
Right, I've listened to the soundtrack. And it's
okay.
amazing.
Yeah,
So-
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really, really fun. I really liked that one.
Anyway.
Yeah, and then, so that was kind of New York.
And then I took Joe to my favorite bar, Marie's Crisis.
Yes. And I told him, I was like, I am leaving at 1. Because it's probably going to take 30 minutes to get home in a taxi. And I think I would have liked it.
No,
take the subway.
No, it's fast.
I was like, I don't want to have to deal with this. And it was like $12.
Yeah. At that time of night, it was empty.
It was 1 a.m. Nothing good happens.
Oh, plenty of
So,
things
but the thing is, it's like they were doing some like deep cut Broadway songs. And I was like, I don't know any
It
of
was
these.
I love that you said it. I love it. You call that a deep cut.
It was Music Man 76 trombones.
Oh, that is a deep cut.
I'm sorry, but my knowledge of Broadway musicals is touring musicals. So I need the touring ones. Like, I didn't know, and they were like, and then they had the Seymour one from the Little Shop.
Seymour?
That one, I think, right?
Yeah, that one, yeah.
But I was just like, and I don't usually feel out of place, but I was just like, oh. And I was like, Nick is enjoying his life. I'm here. You know what? I'll let you do your thing.
Get your life,
I'm gonna
bro.
go.
Yeah, we stayed out pretty late and then got pizza. And
Okay. Hey, but you know what? That's a good thing that you can actually say that and be like, okay, I'm going to let you stay here.
Yeah.
I'm a little tired. I'm going to go back to the room.
I have
And
no
okay.
problem. I was like, look, you go enjoy. I'm gonna go try and get some sleep. Yeah. And then the next day we walked from Grand Central Station all the way to Brooklyn.
Right,
So,
and you guys like passed by McSorley's and
We
didn't
did.
realize it.
I forgot. I was like, oh, Joe, I'm right near Andy's
yeah,
favorite spot.
and it was this tiny little hole. You would have never known.
Did you go in?
No, it was closed. But we went to a really good dim sum place. It was like Dim Sum Palace, I think it was called.
Or dim some more.
It was really good. Just like a place you're not like just hustle bustle. Of all
But
these
they
fun-
were, I mean, you could tell the people that own that restaurant, they were there to make money and they were running a business because you ordered, you got your food and you were out.
Yeah.
And it was
Okay.
perfect.
And it was really good food.
Okay.
But I think the highlight, other than Phantom of the Opera and Juliet, was we went to this random little cafe in Brooklyn, and I ended up sitting next to two people that I work with that I've never met, but I've corresponded to, and I was like, "What
No.
are
How did
the
you know that?
odds?"
Oh, that's crazy.
I heard them mention the name of my company, and I was like, I was looking at Nick, and I was like, "Oh my god, I think I work," and he like wasn't understanding, so I was texting Nick. I was like, they work at my company. I need to say something, and he was like, "What?" So I'm like, "I'll wait until we leave." And so as I was getting up, I was like, "Didn't mean to like eavesdrop, but like, do you work at blah blah blah?" And they were like, and I was like, "I work in the San Diego office. Don't worry." And they were like, "Oh yeah." And I was like, telling them about that, and this girl goes like, "Oh yeah, like this is who I am," and I was like, "Wait, what? I've worked with you via email." And she's like, "Oh my god, this is crazy." So it was just like, what are the odds? Because we weren't even going to go into this little cafe, but I saw whoopie pies, and I was like, I need that.
Okay.
And then we walked by it, and then Nick was like, "Oh, let's maybe go somewhere else." I was like, "No, I need the whoopie pie." I was like I was being drawn to it. But then they had this amazing like mocha chocolate cake, which was so fucking good.
Oh, you all went for all the desserts up in there.
Oh, hello.
Hello. So Andy and I have this thing, like, if we go anywhere and we see somebody that we know, that whoever saw the person, they have to buy the other person drinks.
Yeah.
So it's like...
I didn't even know them. Like, it's so weird, like, being like, wait a minute, I've worked with you, but I've never actually like
That's
seen
so
you.
Crazy.
Yeah. So that was, I mean, small world.
Yeah.
And then that kind of was like after that. I think that was Saturday, and then we left. No.
Yeah, went to dinner with my cousin.
Did we go Monday?
Side, and then
Oh yeah, we had a really good Italian place. Somewhere in New York.
Yeah. Anywhere in New York.
Yeah, I had a ricotta gnocchi, which was pretty tasty.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So that was New York. Tell us all about your trips.
Oh, no. I mean, I went to Orlando, and I worked a convention, and then I came home.
there were some
I
good
can't really,
photos of
like...
you.
Talk
So
too much
it
about
wasn't
so.
fun. Like, did you have any
it was
good
fun.
food?
You know, it's very cool because this is my first one that I've worked since COVID, and it's I go in and it's like kind of like Sasha Fierce is the is Beyonce's alter ego.
Yeah.
So JP, which I've known at these conventions, that's like my alter ego.
You're JP.
So, yeah.
Is it for just Paul?
Sure.
No, it's John Paul.
Yeah. So, but it was kind of fun because this was like a younger group of people, and it was and so I would just be outgoing and just be every morning just out there with them and saying hello and good morning and directing them where they need to go and stuff like that. So by the end of this like couple of days, a lot of them were like, "Can I just tell you were like my favorite person here?"
Aww.
Or like, "You were my spirit animal through this," that kind of stuff. So I was like, I'm so glad that like you made this a great time for us. So that was kind of fun to have that kind of experience, and to know that I can still do this even though my feet hurt.
She still got it, girl.
Let
Did
me
you
tell
not have
you.
your orthopedic insoles?
No, but I'm like, girl, my feet hurt. I was tired. My back hurt. I was like, I was leaned over stuff until somebody would walk up and go, "Hi." And I'm like, "Oh, hello." So, yeah, it was a lot.
Your
But,
pictures made it look like your pictures you posted. I was like, he's having a blast.
yeah, I was having a good time.
Yeah.
And then, like, my marketing and then my merchandising skills from, like, Target and stuff came into play and everything.
Work
so,
and transferable skills.
I know.
Yes.
So, yeah. So now we can move on to Mao to Mao. Mao to Mao. Resuscitation. All right, what are you obsessed with?
Okay, I have two things.
Okay.
So the first one, I don't know when I discovered it. I think last week or maybe this a couple days ago. Is that on your phone you can make it? Well, Nick has it where you it like changes a picture every hour. Did you know that you could do that?
Okay.
So like your wallpaper, I have it cycles through pictures of Max, and I'm like, oh, this is actually like really cute. And I'm like, every time I open my phone, I'm like, oh, there's Max, I love you. So I'm obsessed with that. And then the other thing that I'm more obsessed with that happened yesterday is I watched the movie There's Something with Jamie or whatever.
There's something about everybody's talking about Jamie. Yeah.
Sure, that one. I didn't have any idea what it was about. I cried like 9 times.
It's throughout a beautiful show.
I mean, it tugged at my heartstrings. It was inspirational. It had good music. I was like sobbing uncontrollably. I was just like, oh my God. Just because like it's a beautiful story. Like, and then they had like the drag queen and like the whole AIDS tribute. I was just like, oh my God. And then I was blown away.
I'm so glad you finally watched it. I've been telling you to watch it.
Yes. Well, because you guys saw it live, right?
No, we saw it in the theaters, and they were like streaming it from.
Well, technically, that was live. Like we saw the stage performance in London, filmed and like simulcast in theaters. So it was in a movie theater, but it was the stage production.
Oh, okay. So you saw the actual London.
Yeah, the original first London cast.
Okay,
yeah,
that's cool.
And it's fantastic, and the music is amazing. And Bianca Del Rio.
Then we saw it live in L.A.
In L.A. with Bianca Del Rio.
Okay,
but on the West End, Michelle Visage.
She was the teacher.
Oh. Yes.
I loved the best friend. Like I was just like, this is great. Like
yeah,
it was such a good movie. So those are my 2 things. I loved that movie.
Okay.
What about you?
So I have 3.
Okay.
The first one is Sex Lives of College Girls on HBO Max. If you haven't watched this, it's actually really funny and really good.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's about like
it sounds dirty.
4 girls who end up having to room together and their different lives and stuff like that, and the different ways they approach love and sex and all this stuff. So it's actually really good. The other thing is The Legend of Vox Machina on Amazon Prime. The season 2 is out, which I'm like, it's an anime like cartoon, and I love it. So it's just go check it out because it's really good and it's kind of dirty.
Oh,
it's a raunchy cartoon kind of thing. And then the last thing is a show on Netflix called Pressure Cooker. And now this one, like, if you like food competition shows, this is going to be up your alley. I love it because it mixes in Survivor, Big Brother, and Top Chef into one show.
Okay.
So it is amazing. Okay. I love it. So if you get a chance, watch it on Netflix. It's so good. And the food looks amazing. They do such a good job.
So do they, like, if it's all of those combined, do they have, like, people that they have to vote out all the while getting, like, secret ingredients?
Okay. So here's the thing. I don't want to give too much away.
Okay, but give enough.
Everything happens with the group in the house. They live together. There's no host. There's no real judges who eliminate the people. So
do they each? So they're like all judges themselves.
Correct.
They judge each other.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's where the Survivor and Big Brother alliance kind of thing comes into play.
And they're supposed to make dishes? Like they make food?
There's challenges, and the challenges come on a printer, like a kitchen printer.
So all of the cooks know exactly what that printer sounds like.
Oh my God, how funny.
It's ingrained in your mind that when you hear it, something's going to happen.
I love that, like, that kind of, like, premise where it's, like, everyone in for themselves, but, like, you have to strategize.
It's a whole new take on, like, food competition shows. So I love it.
That's really cool.
We're only 2 episodes in, and we can kind of see the games starting to get played a little bit.
Like, one of the players already is just, like, hardcore. And I'm just like, what?
Well, because you guys love Survivor.
Everything?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
Anyway. All right. So before we get into, like,
the meat and potatoes.
Right. Because this is our 100th episode, everyone. Like,
and we don't look it.
I don't look a day over 90.
You don't.
But, like, that's awesome. We've been doing this for, like, 2.5 years. Thank you, everyone who's been on this ride with us. And if you're just joining us, welcome. We hope you
listen
enjoy
to the
next
first 99
episodes.
Yeah.
But what we're going to do is we're going to talk about, like, some of our favorite moments, some give you some facts about the show that we all looked up and didn't realize, and just do some like reminiscing down memory lane over like the past 99 episodes for you guys. But before we do that, there is some stuff that I want to talk about that's been in the news or that's happened. First thing is like you heard M&M's spokes candies are retired.
Yeah.
And Maya Rudolph is now taking over.
Wait, what?
They're not using the spokes candies anymore because of the whole thing with Fox News and the green M&M not wearing high heels anymore. And it's like...
No, this is real?
It's a real thing.
It's a real thing. Tucker Carlson was talking about how everybody's woke culture ruined the sexy green M&M.
Stop it.
Right. Okay.
So wait, we don't have that colored M&Ms anymore? It's Maya Rudolph?
It's Maya Rudolph will now be the spokesperson for M&Ms.
As a human?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. So they're just not gonna use the
anthropomorphized.
The little creatures of M&Ms.
But it's so funny because did you see what A&W did today?
No.
A&W root beer, they have a mascot. It's a bear who doesn't wear pants, and they're like, based on the climate of the way everything's going, we decided that he should be wearing a pair of pants and blah, blah, blah. And Fox News reported on this and, like, not realizing that A&W was trolling them.
Oh, no.
It's hilarious. But it's like, they're like, it's impossible, like, pause, like, P-A-W-S, to not love our bear. He's... this polarizing, like that's a polar bear.
Oh my god!
They really should have put him in booty shorts.
Right, exactly. But
I love A&W root beer.
But
they have really good burgers, by the way.
But some people probably be like, "Who the fuck is A&W?" But also, great that you guys are doing that. I think it's awesome. But like, yeah, it's impossible. He's unbearably cute. His name is Rudy.
Okay.
Rooty.
Oh my god. Oh, this is right up my alley.
It's like even a mascot's lack of pants can be polarizing. Like they were trolling Fox News, and Fox News was like, "Oh, look at the woke people like ruining this mascot," and it's like, okay, y'all just didn't get it.
It's really sad.
So I don't know if you know who Simon Dunn is. He's a rugby player and a bobsled athlete. He was he did bobsledding for Australia.
Is he related to Gia Gunn?
No. But he's also a huge gay activist and
he's
athlete. Hot. Yeah, he also passed away suddenly.
Oh.
You probably should have let me finish what we're going on.
He was hot?
But like he's only 35. They still haven't figured out what his cause of death is, but he passed away recently in his home.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
At 35, he's young.
35. And he's an athlete and does a lot of stuff.
I wonder, I think, there was that guy, the football player that had the heart attack recently. I wonder if it was a similar like heart thing.
Yeah. Did you know that Trump is going to be let back on Facebook and Instagram after being kicked off for 2 years?
It's fine. It's fine.
Speaking of him, I heard that it's almost inevitable that he's going to get indicted by the state of Georgia for election fraud.
Thank God.
What is so like put in jail?
A felony, yeah. He'll be charged with a crime.
Oh, that's finally. When would they do that?
They think anytime within the next few months.
Oh, this is great news. Great news.
Happy day. Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day.
When Trump was indicted, he went to jail.
All right, so two things are actually related because it's based on the storms at like the river, the atmospheric rivers that we've been having and creating all the rain in California. So, did you guys see the video of Black's Beach?
Yes.
Like the landslides,
yeah,
and the rocks and the falling off the cliffs.
The
and everything
landslide
like
will bring you down.
That is so crazy.
That is crazy.
I said a landslide will bring you down.
Girl.
Strikes
A
you.
lot faster than you expected.
I made a couple of like nudie jokes as soon as I learned that nobody was hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's hurt. Okay, now we can make some fun naked
Now we can
jokes.
make some naked jokes, yeah. And then the SS Monte Carlo, which was a shipwreck off of the coast off of Coronado Beach, actually resurfaced because the water was pulled back so much because of all the energy needed for the storms and stuff like that, that you could actually see it again. It doesn't happen very often.
What?
But
pull it up a picture. I need to see
yeah,
this.
because of the storms, the water was pulled back so much that it actually resurfaced, so you could see it. It's so crazy. This is off of the beach in Coronado.
That's crazy.
I had no idea that existed.
I didn't either until I saw it, and I was like, what is this? Oh. But it's like, it's a shipwreck ship.
And they just like leave it?
There was also like some, I think that particular ship, there was also some shady dealings happening with it. There was also, it has a backstory and everything.
Oh.
So yeah, it's crazy.
Just like, it really is just there on the beach.
It's just there on the beach for people to see. And it doesn't happen very often because it's so, the water was so far back.
That's
that,
crazy.
You know, it was just like, yeah.
That's I think, what did I hear? It was called the King Tides or something, right?
I think so, yeah.
Where they like, the waves are huge.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So, all right. So, we did this thing where, like, we broke up the 99 episodes among the four of us, and we, like, picked out some of our favorite moments from there, and, like, some of our drag names that we
I have a ton of drag names that I found in mine.
So, let's start with drag names.
Okay.
All right. So, I only have, like, 3, but because I had the first couple of episodes. So like the first one actually came in episode 3, which was Mario's White Party, but it was an anaphylactic shock, and then I have Filipino Twinkie, and I have a thymus gland.
I forgot about that.
Now, what about you, Joe? What do you have?
I have 14.
Okay.
So in episode 51, I wish I knew the names, but we had Andrew Davis on, and the drag name that you were like, oh, we should call Andrew Davis Patty Shoe. So Patty Shoe. Mm-hmm. The next one was creepy Craigslist drive-by, and it was for Bob, and we had Bob on, and it was like, what is your drag name? And he said Mitzi Silver Creek. And then,
that's because it's the name of his dog and
like
the first
the
street he lived on.
And then another drag name was Candy Pecan for you. And then you said that he should also be called Anita Donation, and I said Anita Dollar. So Bob, thank you.
Hilarious.
I know. When I was like quote unquote working while I was like sifting through these, and I was just like, we are so funny. And then our first, my favorite one, I think, is the Spit or Swallow episode. The first one we did was Fran Japan. And then the next one that you had, I don't know the episode of 58 was Polar Vortex. And I think we were talking about like a bunch of like wintry things, maybe. I don't remember that one. The next one, your drag name and the episode Cannon has no more ammo was Miss New Claire Winter for Miss Nuclear Winter.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is that? And then Wa in Greek had plenty of great moments there. For you was Cindy Mardi Gras. And then I suggested Miss Zombie / Miss Undead. And then you had another one where you talked about Manta Ray. And those were like our top 10s. Do you remember those ones?
Yeah.
You're not. You're like, what? Welcome to life.
I know.
The next one for you was Damn You the Lubricator, when I think it was Chris Rommel. And you wanted your drag name to be Sword Swinging Stuntman. In episode 74, this is also another...
I love that there's receipts.
Oh, yeah, and I got timestamps. And that was at 51 minutes, 54 seconds.
Okay.
In episode 54, your drag name was Polenta Poutine, which I love because you were talking about somewhere that you guys went, and I think
it was Salt Lake City.
Yeah. And you were like, we had a Polenta Poutine, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then I think this is actually my favorite one, was episode 75, and you were like talking about the flora and fauna. I don't remember if it was like Hawaii or something. And you said that your name should be Indigenous Fauna. So we're funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you, Nick? Do you have like a list of drag
I'll go
names?
fast. We had Anita Histamine. That was classic. Roll a Joint. Shadawat Fontaine.
I love Shadawat Fontaine.
I'm glad we have this documented now because I'm like, we have really good ones.
She Need a Gum Graft.
Oh, yeah.
She Need a Shower.
It's Shanita. I think the best part was he texted the group and he was like, how would you spell she needs and then he put SHINITA and then Paul was like, or SHA, and I was like, what Paul said.
Really? I was like, I'm trying to write these down for you all.
It's Shanita.
Oh, God.
All right, Andy, what about you?
I have quite a few, actually. Dirty Shrimp Water, which I really don't understand, but that was listed as a drag name. Misinformation, misdemeanor, and misnomer, all in the same few minutes. Long Fusilli.
What?
Oh, because we were talking about pasta or something.
I would imagine.
Aiden wrote us and was talking about a long
Oh, that's right.
And we were like, oh, that's a drag name. Long Fusilli. My favorite, Terra Meniscus.
Oh my god. Yes! I forgot about that one.
And then later on, Temperata.
Okay.
Kashi Goleen. Started talking about
Kashi Go.
I love Terra Meniscus.
Crispy Ladyfingers. Carlos Fontana.
Oh.
That was in the Sip or Swallow when we did...
right.
Oh.
Rue Peter Badge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Toxic Whoopie Pie.
Okay.
And then Heather Drag. Which is for leather drag.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so if anybody wants to use these as your drag name, that's fine. We just want credit.
Yeah, we're drag mothers.
Exactly.
We are for all of those. I forgot about Terra Meniscus. Which one was that one from?
Oh, you're asking me
I
provide
context
for you.
But I remember I was talking about that because I remember bringing it up because I was like, we were talking about something and I remember...
Were you like injured or something?
Yeah, there was like an injury and I was like, wouldn't it be a great name for a...
Yeah, we were talking about it before, like that was a great drag name, and then we tried to remember it during the episode. What was that? It was a leg injury.
So Terra Meniscus.
I love that one.
All right, so I have a really interesting one. It's like things about Joe as I was going through some of the episodes.
Oh dear,
in my block. So. His mom loves QVC.
Oh, yeah.
And his dad has a Star Trek tree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did you write a poem?
No, but that is right. It's a haiku.
No, it's not. Oh, my God. His mom loves QVC and his dad has a Star Trek tree.
That's too long for an episode title.
He loves pizza and cookies.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He also loves a BOGO.
I do. I do.
He's a Sandy B fan, and his favorite one is Miss Congeniality too.
Mm-hmm.
He can recite the whole Christmas Vacation movie.
Yes.
True. I totally forgot about that. So I was like,
when did we talk about that one?
That was like
our
early
first
on.
Christmas?
We had like our first Christmas episode, and we were talking about this because you guys would watch it all the time when you were kids.
Oh yeah,
So and it was like your cousin or somebody who said that Joe wrote in and said Joe can recite the whole thing.
I think maybe. Oh my God.
And then you love to ride your bike, doesn't like cum, and loves Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yes.
I'll add one more. He's very gullible.
Me?
In one episode, we told him that kashi was Japanese for cardboard, and he believed it.
Well, okay. In my defense, Andy is so like worldly that he could. I feel like because he's like been over there, and I was like, of course that makes sense. Yeah, kashi is cardboard. Because I think I was saying that I like tried this kashi cereal and it's like healthy, and then I think you said no, it's for cardboard, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's Kellogg's. Kellogg's cornflakes.
Oh man,
that's funny.
So, do you know that we have had downloads in 57 countries? And do you know that we've been in 1,100 cities?
Wow.
So we have listeners all across the globe.
How many countries are there?
I don't know.
58.
I feel like there's like 300 or like 250.
I think we looked this up before, and there's like 195 countries.
Yeah.
Okay, so 195. We're in 57. That means we're in more than
quarter.
25% of the countries out there.
Well, and also kind of fun statistic. We host our podcast through Buzzsprout, and they provide like just stats about your podcast, and we are in the top 50% of podcasts in terms of listenership, and I mean that says something.
And we appreciate all of you.
Yes,
so thank you.
We're not the bottoms.
Well, there's some.
We're
here.
verse.
And if you are out there listening, we still need what? Antarctica and what other continent?
I think that's the only one.
I think that's the only one. Yeah.
Damn it! I was going to ask my periodontist to listen to us while she was in Antarctica. Shit.
Oh, you forgot. Great.
Sorry.
I mean, if we still needed Africa, we could have asked my friends who are there, over there right now. But
but we don't have. We
have that.
We have South Africa.
Yeah,
a few from there.
Oh, maybe I should tell them to listen to us in Nairobi, so then we can get that.
Oh,
we have 24 downloads in Africa.
Okay,
we're almost worldwide.
I mean, we're like the pit bulls of podcasts.
We just need to get you to Antarctica to do a penguin immersion trip, and then you can listen while you're there, or have a penguin listen.
So what other facts do you have over there, Andy, about the podcast?
My favorite quote, the neck is the clitoris of the body.
What?
I forget what we were talking about with that. I remember this.
We were talking about introducing the guys to the TV show Naked Attraction. And
oh, yes.
And that was one of our learning from that show.
Jesus.
All right, well, I have a couple of facts.
Give me your facts.
So, episode 3 is one of the few episodes that Joe actually starts off the podcast instead of me.
Whoa. I think because you told me to.
Yeah, exactly. They had to force you to do it.
We were starting out, we were like, we got to change it up. And Joe froze.
I know, I was like, is that where I said that greetings?
Yeah. You said greetings, Earthlings.
I don't do well starting. Paul has got it like, he is just like, you're the warmer upper. And you like, kind of like not the fluffer, but like the main stage. I was just going to say, did you just call
me the fluffer?
No, because it's like you gently guide everyone in, and like I don't have that ability.
Did I just lube it up and like I'm holding it next to my hole?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm glad I can do that for you. I just don't want it to slam up against it, my taint or something.
Oh, man.
It could happen.
So we've talked about doing a drinking game.
Oh, yes, because we've talked about it a couple times.
So the drinking game would be every time you hear certain things, you should take a drink. But just beware, there's some things we talk about a lot. First one, most popular word we say in the episodes is the word gay.
Oh, of course.
793 times over 99 episodes.
Oh, my God.
Of course, it's in our name.
I would hope.
Oh, that's true.
One of the next most popular words we say is Cooper.
Oh, James.
We say Cooper 196 times, and sorry, Max came later in the picture 140 times.
Oh, damn. That's...
the word cookie, 220 times.
Oh, jeez.
Were they all by Joe?
Yes. Yeah, of course they were.
So ones you wouldn't think about, penis 163 times, the same as RuPaul.
Oh.
The word drag over 503 times.
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
You'd be drunk on drag.
Shrek 29 times. And Paul saying back in the day, and the word poop equally at 85 times.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, how many was Shrek? 29?
Yeah.
That's a lot of times.
It is a lot.
It's so random.
That's almost like one every other episode. No, that's not it.
That's not good.
We should share that Nick went through a lot of effort to get all of the episodes transcribed and into a Word document to help us review and look at them. And the cool thing about that is it ended up being 2,787 pages of transcript. And in that, there were 1,190,000 words.
Wow.
Over 99
So we
episodes.
talk too much.
We talk a
So
lot.
you got about 10,000 words an episode.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
Well, if we ever need to write an essay.
Yeah, there you go. So, did you know that butthole rejuvenation is when we went E for explicit?
That was like episode 3 or 4.
That was like 4.
My favorite, I think, because we in the beginning, I think my favorite part about that is it was like where we're trying to be like prim and proper, and then like I don't know if it was you or me that slipped like the F word, and we were like, oh well, it's become that show.
The door's open now. We kicked it down. We're like the Kool-Aid Man through here.
Oh yeah,
and it's been explicit ever since.
I mean, there are some episodes where there's not much E-ness. Right?
I don't think so.
Do we swear in every episode?
I don't know if it's swear or if we talk about very adult themes.
Well, because Andy, what makes it explicit though? Is it the content?
You kind of base it on you base it on whether it would be appropriate for a young audience.
Oh no,
almost never.
Yeah, I don't think. Never. I think never is the appropriate answer.
You may be triggered by what you hear on this episode.
So, what do you got, Nick?
I really was thinking about the two moments I really love was one, having my friend Glad on. Like that episode was one of my highlights just to have. Because we've had quite a few guests on, which has been fun. Yeah. How we booked virtually in studio and trying to balance that with COVID was always kind of a tricky thing too. But just we've had a lot of fun guests. But I also love the episode with the bat with a ba. This is what the name of the episode, but it was like
ba with the ba.
Ba with the ba.
I think about that often. That in your ambient story.
That's funny.
What's the bat with the ba?
Well, because Paul, from what I like, maybe you should tell the story better, like of how you.
Paul's face. I can tell the story. I remember this. Look at me.
Okay, have Joe do it. Because
so we were talking about songs, and then you were like, "Oh yeah, I love that song," and I don't know who's the author, but it's like Bat Wittaba, and I was like,
by Kid Rock.
Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck is Bat Wittaba?" And then you were like, "Bat Wittaba."
Okay, well, hold on. Andy's gonna play that clip. Kid Rock, who's very anti-mask and anti-vaccine.
Is he dead?
Oh, no.
I was like, I would have. I was like,
sorry,
Paul,
if you like Kid Rock, I'm sorry.
I would have known that. Hey, he did a really good song with Sheryl Crow Picture. That was like his only good hit.
Yeah. I mean, and Bat Wittaba was good. Like, that's his first song.
Bat Wittaba what?
Bat Wittaba?
Bat Wittaba? What is it?
Bat Wittaba.
Bad Wittaba?
I think that's how you say it.
Bad Wittaba?
Yeah.
Like, is it bad with a...
no, it's Bat Wittaba. Ba Wittaba.
Oh my god!
All right. Huge Kid Rock fans here, people.
Yeah. Ba Wittaba. Oh my god. Bat Wittaba?
But he had to cancel his shows.
Okay, hold on. Pause that for a second. This is almost as good as like Archipelago. Oh yeah, Bat Wittaba. Okay, I'm fine. Bat Wittaba. Ba with the ba. Bat Wittaba.
Well, I got it close.
Hey, A plus for phonetics.
Right?
Oh,
I'm trying.
My god, Bat Wittaba's your new drag name. But then Nick comes in and goes, "You mean ba with the ba?" And then I lost it. And I was like, Bat Wittaba. I don't mean to hijack your thing, Nick, but like one of my... So there's a lot of Paul favorite moments, but Archipelago My Ego
that is a good
was probably the top one. Your Ambien story, which was early on, Bat Wittaba, and... oh god, there was one more. I didn't write it down. But those are some of my favorites for you.
Okay, so in our word count, poop comes up 85 times.
I'm not surprised.
Most of them in that episode.
For
Paul's poop story.
Well, also, we probably should have looked up shat. See how many times that came up? Because I said that a lot. Like, Andy, I just shat myself. And we'll go ahead and play that clip for everyone so you can hear it. So we were flying to Europe.
Wait, I think
Okay.
I know this.
So we are in just behind the bulkhead. So like there's the first class and everything, and then there's space where like the bathrooms and everything are, and then we're right behind the wall of that. He's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and it's an overnight flight. So
Where were you going?
We were going to Europe.
Okay.
And he was like, because he used to travel a lot for work, he used to get Ambien because he used to travel to Asia a lot.
Wait, from his employer?
From his employer. Because
What?
To help them not have jet lag, because a lot of times when they got to where they were going, they had to go to work right away. So they needed to sleep on the flight.
Damn.
Yes. He's like, what we're going to do is once we get to the cruising altitude, they're going to serve us dinner. We'll take half an Ambien, eat our dinner, take a nap. Okay, great.
Is half an Ambien like normal? Like we take an Ambien or whatever?
Yeah,
Okay.
but I've never taken Ambien before.
Okay,
so
that's it's sedative. It knocks you out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We get to cruising altitude. They serve us dinner. I take my half an Ambien, and then I'm like, oh, I'm starting to feel a little sleepy. So we decide to go to sleep. I wake up a little bit later. The lights are off in the cabin and stuff, and everybody's kind of just sleeping. And I go, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I think I have to go to the bathroom. And I think I do. I'm thinking, you know what? No, I'm good. I don't really have to.
Oh, no.
So I go back to sleep.
Oh no!
So I wake up a little bit later and I'm like, oh gosh, I really do have to go to the bathroom now. So
How much time has passed?
I don't know. It's like
You're on drugs!
Time is a man-made construct.
Oh my god.
So I get up and like I'm always on the end seat, so we're in the middle 3 seats, and I get up and I go around the wall to go to the bathroom. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I open the door to the bathroom, like, this is a big ass bathroom, but I'm still kind of high on Ambien. So I go in and I'm like, I start taking my pants off and everything, and I look down and I'm like, and I turn around, walk out of the bathroom, walk around the wall, and I go to Andy, who's sleeping. I go, Andy. He's like, what? And I'm like, I shat myself. he's like, what? I was like, and I'm trying not to wake anybody else up.
And you're like still high,
but
as a
I'm still
kite.
high, so I don't know if I was actually being quiet or not. But I'm like, I shat myself. And he's like, well, what do you want me to do? But like one of my favorites is actually when we were talking about jobs and you were talking about the pizza place, and I was like, hi, I'm here with your large Italian sausage. Oh,
You
Andy
could
ordered a pizza.
You could not. Oh my god. You were on something and I loved it. But also like I don't know if that was one of the days because Andy started like making a lot of like sweet decadent treats and like hyping us up with sugar. And I think maybe that was one of the days. That was a good
He's
one.
still laughing about it right now. He can't stop.
Oh, this is my favorite.
So one of my favorite couldn't stop laughing was when Joe was trying to read the Craigslist one.
Oh, that was mine
Oh
too.
my gosh, we're going to listen to that again right now.
So this one is titled "To the Girl Who Took a Gamble on a Fart and Lost." We met on Craigslist, so I'm hoping this post finds you. I know that it could quite possibly be the most humiliating first date that you have ever been on, but I'm willing to look past that. I thought we had chemistry sitting at Applebee's, sharing that...
Oh my god, there's your problem right there. You took her to Applebee's.
I'm going to try and get through this because I haven't read this. Okay. I thought we had chemistry sitting at Applebee's, sharing that basket of Cajun tots while drinking the Amstel Light. I really felt like there was a connection there. I found you to be intelligent and witty and looked forward to further conversation with you. At some point in life... I'm good. At some point in life, everyone has gambled on a fart and lost. It just happened to be on a first date in the passenger seat of my car. Please don't feel bad. The package I sent you with Pepto the next day, and the note that said, "First dates are always a crapshoot. Call me," was meant to be funny, not offensive. Whew. Okay. Oh my god. I can do this.
I love that he's so forgiving.
Oh my god.
She must have. Is it male for male, male for
This
woman?
is, it doesn't say.
Oh,
okay. I have gambled a fart and lost on multiple occasions. The first time I did it was very memorable. It happened when I was 5.
He is just putting it all out
and
there.
sitting in my uncle's lap. Oh my god, okay. I am lactose intolerant, but I love cheese. I probably win 95% of the time, but I don't think anyone wins 100% of the time. That's why they call it gambling. Oh my god. Whew. I'm sweating. Okay. Whew. I'm the last person to judge you for crapping your pants. In fact, I'm impressed by your boldness. The timing, on the other hand, could have been a tad bit better. Like when you were not sitting on a heated leather seat. What I'm trying to say,
girl.
Oh my gosh, when did this happen though? I think 2012. Okay. What I'm trying to say is that if you want to go out again, I would be more than happy to take you someplace where we can get a meal that is high in fiber and less taxing on the digestive tract. I await your call, Tad. P.S. If you shot yourself on purpose to end the evening early, touche. Oh my god. And one of my other favorite Paul moments is when you choked on the beer can dick in the car.
You know what? It's so funny that you bring that up, and you'll roll the clip. So the other thing that happened...
Oh, I think I have one. Go ahead.
Is I was with somebody. We were dating. This was like years and years ago when I was living in Florida. And I was dating this guy who lived in Satellite Beach. So I would either go out there or he would come out to Orlando.
To where you were? I don't know.
It's about like 45 minutes from Orlando.
Oh, wow. So you drove far.
Yeah. So I was out there for the weekend hanging out with him at Satellite Beach, and we're driving around and decided to get a little frisky, and I was going to blow him while he was driving.
Oh, no.
And he was a little bit girthier than normal. So he then got a little excited and pushed my head down on his penis, and my jaw locked in place because I have TMJ.
Oh, no!
And he thought that I was like, and he was like, thought that just meant I was having a good time, so he pushed it down even farther, and I threw up on him. And that's how my jaw went back into place. It was like I threw up on him.
Oh my god!
I'm like, he almost got into an accident on the highway because I threw up on his penis.
I mean, that's what you deserve.
And as we pulled over, and I'm like throwing up still, he has not lost his boner.
Was it because it went so far in?
It was because it went and activated my
gag reflex,
which is really strange because I can deep throat a penis, but I can't take pills for the life of me. I gotta like drink a little bit of water, throw those pills in, throw it all the way back, drink some more, and hope that it goes down. But maybe if you put it on the end of a penis, I can take it better.
We can give you like the pill pockets like the dogs have. We can call them the Paul Pockets. Polly Pocket pill pockets.
But during this, I was reading through the transcripts, like trying to find stuff that I wanted to bring up, and I saw that story, and I'm like, "Oh God, I really told that story in front of my husband."
I think that one of the coolest things that we bring to the table is that we are open books, and we don't let anything off the table.
Just put it all out there for everyone to see.
So. Actually, probably the episode I think the most about, or the moment I think the most about, is right here.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I've always seen commercials for like the Thames River?
The Thames?
Thames?
Yeah.
What is it? Thames?
Thames.
The
Thames River?
Thames?
Thames.
Why do you say Thames?
Because that's how you pronounce it.
Then why
the Thames? The Thames. The Thames? We're not saying it right, either one of us.
It's not Thames?
No.
Then why is it spelled like that?
Because English. But you were saying the Thames?
I don't like that. Okay, so I want to go on like the Thames River tour. Oh my god. No, it wasn't. No, I didn't say Thames. I said Thames.
Yeah, and we just go back and forth. Thames.
For like 10 minutes. Thames was said 85 times.
Was it really?
In that
oh my god.
So if that was your like, I'm gonna drink every time they say that. Oh,
I'm sorry. We are not responsible for your death.
Yeah, Nick mentioned guests. We had some amazing guests from all over the world.
Yeah. So, and I brought up a list of the different careers some of these people have had. Like,
should we play Guess Who They Are?
Okay, yeah. So, doctors.
Travis.
And Dr. Carlton.
Right.
And Travis. Yeah.
Yes.
We've only had two, right?
And Dr.
Charlie Beale?
Charlie Beale.
Oh, good answer.
Good answer, Andy. Okay.
We should go on Family Feud.
Influencers.
Coco. Wait, we had another one?
I think Glad is an influencer.
Glad is an influencer.
Oh.
And we just recently had him on.
Oh, Blue Shirt Guy.
Blue Shirt Guy?
And the author from
Fiona.
Fiona, yeah.
Oh my God. What about Konzo?
Konzo would
Was
also
he
be
an influencer too?
Right.
And then the guy that wrote the book.
Well, like that was another one. It's like author. So we had Fiona and Kyle Langen.
Yes.
Is the author. Thank you so much for bringing on her.
We really hope your book is sold well.
For one of our favorite guests, Andrew Davis.
Oh, Andrew Davis. I love him.
And Veronica, one of our other repeat guests.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Vernika Pika.
And then we've also had sommeliers on here.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember their names.
We've had stunt people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Charity workers. Because that Coco falls under that because she does charity work. She worked for the YMCA.
Who else was the
And Bob
charity?
Konzo.
And Bob.
Oh, and
Konzo.
Ian from
Ian.
the center.
They did call
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like some of these people fill more than one hole. Ha!
Well, and are you going to tell the listeners how you have no shame in sliding into these people's DMs?
I have no shame with like hitting people up and going, "Hey, you want to be on our podcast?"
Oh, and I appreciate that because I remember when you told us about Blue Shirt Guy, I was like, "How did you score that?" You're like, "I just slid in." I was like, "Oh, there you go."
I was just like, "I will go ahead and do that." Okay. We've also like Veronica. We've had photographers, sex workers, like with Konzo, nurses because Andrew Davis is a nurse.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
We've had bakers because we had my friend Mint.
Oh, yeah.
Mina on here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
And Christian.
Oh, yeah.
So-
Did Mina have a baby?
She did.
Okay, I think I follow her still on
I
Instagram.
know. She's awesome.
Because she baked, what did she bake for us? Cookies?
She baked you cookies because I used her cookies in your Christmas
Yeah.
cookie gift.
Oh, yeah.
When I got
And
you
they were
cookies
the,
for
like,
everywhere.
matcha, right?
Fashion model and opera singer.
Fashion model and opera singer Alex Frankel
Okay.
from New York. And
That's right.
That's the other thing. It's like we've got people from like New York, Tennessee,
Scotland.
Texas.
Oh, yeah, he was in
Scotland.
Scotland.
He was in
we were
Scotland.
all over the world, yeah.
I mean, we're still trying to get more people to
Yeah.
be honest. If you have any recommendations, please email us at 2gayspod@yahoo.com.
Slide into our DMs.
I was just gonna
Or
say.
slide into
yours.
right, or slide into our
Yeah.
DMs so we don't have to slide into yours.
Oh.
Like I would love that. But I do like. I think it's cool how we've gotten this like wide berth of like different people and class of people and everything what they want to do and stuff. So
We started this back when in the middle of COVID when we needed something to do with our time and energy, and it's just become a great part of our life.
and like we've actually had like not only has it become a great part of our life, but like for our listeners too. Like remember we had Brian who moved here.
Oh, yeah,
from
yeah.
Philadelphia
And listened to us across
the entire way, and that's so fantastic.
And learned about San Diego, and we love him now.
Yeah, and now he's living in LA,
Oh.
around the LA area. He moved over to Orange County.
Who was
So-
your favorite guest?
Oh, you know what? I probably just because he was so recent, probably Dancing Blue Shirt Guy.
Okay.
Michael
I
Gallagher.
knew it. I knew that
because
was
it's
going
like
to be yours.
he was also so very open and but also I will say Alex Frankel was great just because he had so many great stories.
Yeah.
And it was like easy for him to just talk. And I was like, okay, great. You take over. I'm just going to sit here.
And the mic is yours.
Right. What about yours?
I think mine is a toss-up. I really liked Fiona and Charlie.
Okay.
Just because I feel like getting to know Charlie in that like other kind of non-chorus setting.
Yeah.
And then Fiona, I was just like, oh my God, I don't have to ask you anything. She was a talker and it was great.
So the best thing about Charlie was that at the end of the recording, we stayed around for almost an hour and a half just chatting afterwards, and we learned so much about him.
Yeah, like we try to do that with all of our guests. Like, talk to them for a little bit afterwards, just so you don't think that it was like a very transactional kind of.
It wasn't just a hookup.
It's a cuddle.
It wasn't just a hookup.
We do a little cuddle after.
I also really liked Layla.
Yeah,
Layla was amazing.
Yeah,
and she's doing great things too.
Good.
And she's like a trans activist and everything. So I think that's great. What about you?
And Layla and Fiona are really great friends too.
Yeah, because Layla was in her film.
Yeah. Selfishly, I brought on like friends to the podcast too, and so like letting them have exposure to you all too is always fun. And so I don't have a favorite because all of them are. Everybody's brought a different, unique story, and so it feels like every time we bring somebody on, it's a completely different experience.
God, such a Miss America
and then,
type of
answer.
And world peace.
I have to do that now on this, I have to be vanilla.
It's a
joke. And of course, our most frequent guest.
Our most frequent guest, who is no longer a guest, he's a friend of the show, basically. Dr. Carlton.
Yeah.
He's been on like four times.
And you know what? He goes on probably 100 different things every year. And yet, when he comes here, it's special.
Yeah.
Right. And it's so cool because like he gained fame through the pandemic by offering all this information and sexual health and everything for the LGBTQ community, but also, just for everybody. And for him to come on, and he blew up. Like he was one of Out 100s last year. People creating change. Yeah. And he's gotten so big on TikTok and Instagram, but like when he went to Out 100 was like, I want to talk about this on your show. And I thought that was so cool of him to say that and want to do that.
And he's part of our community. Like, not just the LGBTQ, but like San Diego.
Right.
Like,
we need to have him on again so we can talk about Drag Race now that there's like more seasons out since the last time we did that. Because he loves Drag Race too. He's just as big a fan as we are. So
I wonder how people like him sleep. Because he
do so much.
He has a full-time job, and then he also is doing this other thing, which is essentially it's been his side hustle.
Right, and it's not only just TikTok and Instagram. Like he gets asked to be in
speaker
on news stations when they do
he's doing
stuff. He's in.
I didn't know that.
Doing articles, like other podcasts, YouTube channels, things like that.
Yeah.
So I think it's great. So I have a thing where it's like, do you remember when this kind of stuff happened? But it's been a while, so maybe you don't. Do you remember the fly on Mike Pence's head?
Yes.
During one of the debates with Kamala Harris, a fly landed on his head and stayed there for a while.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God.
Wait, no, yeah. Okay, there it is.
Right. And it was like, it became like an SNL skit. People were going to dress up as the fly for Halloween. I think Lizzo did dress up as the fly for Halloween.
Oh my God.
Tiger King was huge. Right around when we started doing this. The skateboarding guy drinking Ocean Spray Cranberry Juice to dream.
Yeah.
Remember him? I didn't know this, but like, I can't... Like this, like went past me, but I know that we talked about it. Chelsea Handler dated 50 Cent.
What?
I did not know that.
She dated Joe Coy as well.
Yes, exactly. I was like, girl, she getting all through there.
I mean, good for her. Do you want to play a quick game of what is the episode about by the title?
Oh my God, yes! Let's do it.
Okay, we'll start from the beginning.
I wish we had a buzzer.
Okay, so this isn't going to be like episode 1, right? Like, do you want to? They don't go in order, do they? So maybe like mix them up with it.
That is a very good point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they're in order.
Okay,
so... Thank you. Okay, so this one might be an easy one. So the title is Let Me Take You to Flavor Town. What did we talk about on this episode?
Was that food?
No, it was definitely a reference to Guy Fieri.
Right. So, was that my trip to Hawaii?
It was when we talked about reality TV.
Oh, okay.
What episode number?
75.
Okay.
How about Soot in the fireplace.
Oh. Was this sex?
Close. I'm going to give it to you.
Can you be more specific?
Today, the boys, and my favorite part is it, as I was going through this, I heard Andy's voice because he writes them.
Yeah.
And I was like, these are so good. Today, the boys talk LOVE. Whether you're a hopeless romantic or celebrating Singles Awareness Day, we hope to bring a smile to your face and a chuckle in your belly. But be careful. Listening could give you a heart on. Okay. What episode, or the episode title is Fluff and Fold Money.
Oh my God.
I have no idea.
It was like Josh.
I'm glad you guys don't know these titles either, because I was like, they're gonna know everything.
No, it's so weird, because like, as our listeners know, we always take what we think is like so funny in the episode. Doesn't matter where it falls in the episode, but like we find the funniest phrase and make that into the title of the show.
And it often has nothing
and
to
it
do
often
with
has
Exactly.
nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Yeah, so Fluff and Fold Money was when we talked about adulting. So like, what we did is, when we were a kid, what did we expect to be when we grew up? How different was that? We talked about debt, cooking, friendship, self-care, and planning.
Oh. Okay.
How about...
Now that makes sense, because I'm like, you ain't got that fluff and fold money.
How about irrational erection?
I remember this episode because I remember that name.
I have no idea.
I have no idea, though.
So, irrational erection was when we talked about strange coincidences. Both from our personal lives and from the news. Sometimes life is stranger than fiction.
Thanks, Andy.
You're great.
Andy makes
Copyright.
he makes great, like...
100%.
Andy is the polish of this whole thing. Andy.
Okay, we'll do a couple more. What episode did you guys... Or what did we talk about in the episode entitled Wand Play?
Oh, I feel like this was a Dr. Carlton one. Was it?
Or was it when we went to Universal Studios?
Oh, it was Universal Studios. It was out in
Yeah.
LA. Because we got wands.
So you guys are like 1 for 7. Hey, that's not bad.
1.5 for 7. He got sexting.
Yeah.
Okay, this one is It's the W.
Oh, no idea.
To be like fair, this has nothing to do with the episode title.
I don't.
So that's when we talked about like elementary school days and all of the early school stuff. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We were candid, vulnerable, real, and as always, hilarious.
A cinematic tour de force.
Oh yeah. I'll do one more, and I think you guys already know this one. So, toxic whoopie pie.
That was recent.
Did that have a guest on it? Okay. I don't know.
This week, the boys talk about those little things that people do that just push their buttons.
Oh.
Petty, party for 2. We are sure that you will empathize with at least some of these little annoyances that come from living in a community.
Pet peeve
If we can
episode.
laugh, it's much easier to live with it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, good. I'm glad you guys knew some of them.
That was fun.
That's good.
So, anything anybody wants to say before we wrap up?
Just this has been a really fun ride.
I was just going to say thanks.
Yeah, thank you for being a friend.
Oh, I still have to finish that show. I'll add it to my list.
But seriously, it has been a fun ride so far with you 4, 5, including Cooper. And thank you to everyone who's been on the show the first 100 episodes. We really appreciate it. And if you want to come back again, we'll have you. And to all of our listeners everywhere, thank you for tuning in every week to listen to us talk about just being stupid.
And we'll keep doing it as long as you keep wondering.
Right, and exactly.
Building this little community of fun.
Thank you, Tuggers and Tuggettes. We appreciate you and everything you
And for the non-binary ones, Tuggums. That was a joke.
Did I say that? Oh my god. God, I'm so stupid. The worst part about all of this stuff is it's like on vid or like not on video, like it's out there in the world.
It's on video.
And it's like, oh my god.
There's a record of all this.
It's almost like a compliance officer could read it and get you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Right?
All right, everyone. Have a great week. Thanks.
Hey, one last thing. Before we leave, I thought I'd share one of our outtakes. This clip will give you a good idea how much fun we have recording these episodes.
Villain name here.
Villain name.
We love our guests, I swear.
Like the answering service.
Was I here? I would have remembered.
No, you weren't.
Okay, that's why.
No, maybe you were. What was his name?
Special thanks to Andrew Smith and Nick Stone for producing the show. If you like us, please follow us at TUGazepod on Instagram and visit us online at tugazepod.com. You can find us anywhere you can stream podcasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know topics you'd like to hear. And always remember, stay safe, stay classy, stay sassy, and always stay a little bit trashy. See you next week.